following is an ESG On Location video.
I'm here this week at Microsoft Ignite, and I'm standing in one of the booths of what is arguably the leader or a leader in data protection for Windows-based ecosystems. I'm actually in Microsoft's booth. Now, if you disagree with that perspective, think about this. Who has more installed backup agents inside of Windows clients today? Microsoft's had a built-in utility in every version of Windows that's ever shipped. Or you could measure it based on engineering innovation. Well, for over a decade, Microsoft has been delivering VSS as the plumbing that every major backup vendor now uses to ensure reliable protection and recovery of Windows workloads. In fact, Microsoft recently celebrated a decade of shipping its own for-sale product in Data Protection Manager as part of System Center. Now, arguably, the most important beneficiary of Data Protection Manager actually comes in inspiring or informing Microsoft as to what makes VSS better. Right? And all ships rise with the tide, and everyone's data protection got better as VSS gets better, and DPM helped with that. So where does that leave us now? Certainly DPM is still a more than sufficient product on its own for on-premise servers, but today, if you want to talk to Microsoft about anything, they want to talk about cloud. That's really what's changed so many of the conversations today. And in 2016, we're talking not just about Azure as a platform, we're talking about Azure Stack. We're talking about the 2016 versions of System Center and Windows Server and Hyper-V. And that's going to bring us all together in what Microsoft calls OMS. It's a management platform that Azure Backup is a key part of. And that's an important difference. As an IT operations person, if I'm responsible for provisioning servers, I'm responsible for monitoring servers and patching servers and maintaining servers, wouldn't I also want to be responsible for recovering those servers? And if I want to know it's recoverable, I want to be part of the backup process as well. So it's very logical to see the Microsoft management stacks, OMS and System Center, each including a significant data protection offering as part of that portfolio. Now, Microsoft was not the only one talking about data protection this week at Ignite. And in fact, if you talk to any of the other backup vendors, one of the key questions everyone is asking is, how am I going to back up Office 365? Because what way too many attendees have figured out is when you move from Exchange Server to Office 365, your legacy backup solution does not follow. And so you go from well protected to unprotected. That's going to be one of the big questions coming up in next year. It's going to be a deployment blocker for some as folks struggle with how do they ensure that protection still happens for Office 365 as well as hosted VMs running in Azure, among other hyperscale clouds. It's going to be a big year in 2017 for backup, and what's going to be interesting to see is how Microsoft plays a role in that. I'm Jason Buffington for ESG. Thanks for watching.